Kathmandu had seen politicians before. It had seen promises before. But in 2022, something unexpected happened. A structural engineer. A rapper. A political outsider. A man with no traditional party backing walked into the election and walked out as the mayor of Nepal's capital. This is the story of Balen Shah, the independent leader who turned frustration into a movement and became a symbol of a new kind of political leadership in Nepal. Born as Balendra Shah in Kathmandu, he grew up like many urban Nepali youths, surrounded by rapid city growth but also chaos. Traffic congestion, unmanaged urban expansion, pollution, and weak governance were not abstract issues. They were daily realities. Unlike many future politicians, his path didn't begin in political science or party youth wings. He earned a bachelor's degree in civil engineering from Himalayan White House College and a master's in structural engineering from Visvesvaraya Technological University in Karnataka, India. But what made him widely known before politics wasn't engineering. It was music. As a rapper, Balen used lyrics to criticize corruption, urban mismanagement, and social inequality. His songs resonated especially with young Nepalis who felt unheard. The same voice that later addressed municipal policy once delivered sharp social commentary through rhythm and rhyme. This unusual mix of technical education and artistic expression shaped his public identity. Analytical, direct, and unapologetic. Then came 2022. Running as an independent candidate for mayor of Kathmandu Metropolitan City, Balen Shah challenged established political giants. Major parties had organizational machinery, funding, and decades of influence. He had social media, youth support, and public frustration. And he won. His victory wasn't just an election result. It was widely seen as a generational shift in Nepali urban politics. A signal that voters were willing to choose performance over party loyalty. Once in office, expectations were enormous, and scrutiny even greater. One of his early visible actions was enforcing urban regulations that had long existed on paper but rarely in practice. Unauthorized structures and encroachments on public spaces became key targets. These actions quickly brought him national attention. Supporters praised decisiveness. Critics questioned methods and pace. But regardless of opinion, one thing became clear. Governance in Kathmandu had entered a more assertive phase. His leadership style stands out in several ways. He communicates directly with citizens through public updates and social media. He emphasizes data-driven planning, and he often frames governance as a technical problem requiring execution rather than rhetoric. However, his tenure has not been free from controversy. Policy enforcement decisions sparked debates about urban planning fairness, administrative authority, and long-term sustainability. Some political figures accused him of being confrontational toward traditional structures of power. Meanwhile, supporters argue that disruption is necessary when systems stagnate. Beyond Kathmandu, Balen Shah represents a broader cultural and political phenomenon in Nepal. The rise of independent leadership fueled by digital communication and youth engagement. His campaign demonstrated that non-traditional candidates can mobilize support without established party frameworks. From a governance perspective, his approach reflects engineering logic, identify structural problems, apply targeted intervention, and measure outcomes. From a cultural perspective, his story shows how art, activism, and administration can intersect in unexpected ways. And now, his political journey is entering a new chapter. Balen Shah has already resigned as mayor to run for prime minister under the Rashtriya Svatantra Party, should the party win a majority in the upcoming 2082 BS, 2026 AD, general elections. Analysts predict that his move could redefine Nepalese national politics, shifting attention from party dominance to leadership performance, youth engagement, and urban development policies. Comparing him globally, Balen Shah's trajectory resembles leaders like Emmanuel Macron in France, who rose from outside traditional party structures to become president, or Jamie Lerner in Brazil, the urban planner turned mayor who transformed Curitiba with data-driven governance. Like these leaders, Balen Shah combines professional expertise, innovative thinking, and grassroots appeal to challenge the status quo. Whether one views him as a reformer, disruptor, or experiment in modern urban leadership, his impact on Kathmandu's political narrative and potentially Nepal's national trajectory is undeniable. A rapper who challenged corruption through music. An engineer who approached governance like a structural problem. A mayor whose story is still being written. And perhaps soon, the man who could change the course of an entire nation.